Oh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is XSB speaking. It is another day, another weekend, another Saturday. And if you look as I bring this camera down, you will see my brand, XSB Games. And I am going to get this out on the market, get the eyes to look at it, get the eyes turned this way, just like I've had my eyes turned at this little right here, everywhere the pulse condition on my vehicle. That's in progress, so now it's time to do dual action, that, and this right here. This young lady right here, of course, is my sister, and she is a little bit excitable. She has her what's called a PCOS, so basically that means that she can be aggressive and combative and tactile and all over the place. It's typical of her. She puts all words together and tries to make sense of something, but it just comes out gibberish. But can you say? But she is always my daddy's honey bun, father's honey bunch angel, bulletproof, and I am her mother, father, warrior, vigilante. So can you say good morning? I know I heard you say hello.
Hello.
Can you say good morning?
Good morning.
See, that's the beautiful thing about it, is that it shows up her piece. But we're gonna go for a ride and take care of our laundry, okay? That's our laundry right there. Our laundry basket right there. It is loaded up. It is good to go. It is time to do a laundry run. Basically, the rule of thumb here is that this is where all our laundry sits right here. Boom, 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 all right here. And once it gets low,
you want to go for a ride?
starts to pile up over here. That's when that all gets there. And then it's time to go back. Yes, my dear, yes. So, it was a bit of a rough night. She goes through polycystic ovarian syndrome, and that means that she is not all there. She does lose touch with reality. She's not had circus acts per se. The first time we stayed at this hotel was back when the days in. She had a circus act. She took me all the way out there. Out that door is the hallway. This is the first floor, second floor. She went up the stairs there, up the second floor, chased me all around. I chased her all around. It's good safe to say I got my cardiovascular in my exercise, which is good, but not in the best circumstance. But it put my heart on the line. She put a charge in my heart. She put a charge in her step, and she took off. She made it out here, to the front entrance. If you look right out here, you have this highway. Daniel, what's the highway? This is Route 3 runs north, Route 3 north, Route 3 south. We're going to go on the highway. Daniel, what's the highway? And then we're going to go on Teddy Mountain Highway, okay? We go to the laundromat, the Postman Laundromat. And if we call it the Postman Laundromat, I have actually posted a video about that located on Teddy Mountain Highway. It is a very popular hotspot for doing laundry. You have your small dryers, your large dryers. It is not coin operated. It uses something called a fast car. And that gets the machines running for you. It's a great laundromat. It's a really, really nice environment. People are friendly. The atmosphere is friendly. Plymouth has been wonderful. Campton, Plymouth area. We started going back to the Lakes region. Where we're not originally from, but where we've lived there for almost 20 years. Pizza Hut, Papa Gino's there, the whole 9 yards. So we started incorporating that back into our daily, at least once every week. We had a family stable. We went to Papa Gino's. We had a Pizza Hut. Unfortunately, they shut their doors there. So they have one closer in Tilton, which is not too far out of the way. It's like, 15, 20 minutes, a couple of miles, 5 or 6 miles from our vicinity. So, I may look like death, but you know what? I'm not dead. I'm just, walking another day earning another stripe. Like this young lady is right here. I know, we'll be out soon, my dear. I'm walking another stripe, earning another day, walking another stripe. And we're doing it every single day. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is life experience. Life experience is positive and negative, and it will. You'll do better and better and better who you want to be. Again, I just want to show you that this right here could have contained 2 volt everywhere, Grand Theft Auto 6, but it is XSB Games. Crazy ambitious. Liberally historic. And it is on one side. This should be a little bit higher. The graphic should be higher here. I'm sure Rockstar, someone from a graphic artist from Rockstar would say, "Why is that all the way up here?" And it should be. But on the back side, it's up here on the front. It rests right there. Speaking of resting, as much as I want to rest, you know what? Yes, honey. Yes. As much as I want to rest, it's difficult to rest because you have to keep going. Life never stops. The hearts are beating, the world is turning, the clock is ticking, and you cannot stop. And with my responsibility and me taking on my sister, she's my responsibility. She's my world, like she was my father's world. And I give everything to her. She can be aggressive, combative, excitable, tactile, you name it. I've seen all these symptoms. I've seen all her sides and colors. Since the 5 months of my mother and the whole deal last year in 2020. And these hotel trails, you're not going to forget them. So, I moved back into room 119, we were previously in room 117. We have our bathroom available now, which is great. It's all cleaned down. They did a treatment on that. There's a nice glistening shine to it. The whole room, I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to do one better. I'm going to do above and beyond. I'm going to vacuum the other room, even though we're only staying there. I was only staying there for 2 days. So I vacuumed that room. Vacuumed up this room. It's all nice, clean. Make up the beds, everything, except for those 2 pillows. Make up the bed, pillows, and get that all, everything, keep everything spick and span. Keep everything refreshed and in order here. This fan should not be on. It's not capturing the frames. Maybe this is only 60 frames per second. No, 4K, 30 frames, 60 frames. But it's not capturing all the things. The last 10 seconds is really great. Have that. I need to have that for white noise. It's music to my ears, and it keeps my audio cycle going. Heater right here. Have that on. Keep it nice and warm and toasty for her. At the same time, keep it good for me. So we're going to be off now. It is 11:07 here. Clock right here. Really cool little clock right here. It's like a hotel clock. So you have all your functionality here. You have an alarm clock with a telephone integrated into it. Obviously a radio as well, so you're right here. Nice unit. Your receiver. And it goes back on there like that. Of course it is collecting dust, but you know what? Yes, my dear, we're going to do it in a moment, okay? But it's collecting dust. We need all that nice and pristine here. Just doing my part. Being grateful and gracious for the hotel staff. They are so wonderful here. They respect our story and our fight. We bring it every single day. I just had one of the desk attendants come. Saying, she said,
it's me.
I know it's you, my dear. Did you move from that room to this room, or she thought it moved from this room to that room, and she got confused? You know what? I said, you know what? I've been through it. So I completely understand. I'm still a little confused myself, maybe, and I'm half asleep, but I'm here, doing it. I'm putting my pulse on the line, putting my pulse in action, doing it. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, you may be looking at something pretty close to everywhere in Grand Theft Auto 6 footage. I just want you to understand that. Okay, it's this is. I know it is you, and this is me, and this is us, and we're fighting. We lean on each other, fight for each other. Okay, do we get you in shared family living? You got your doctor's. She's doing a doctor's appointment. I'm going to take that on. I'm going to get her back on birth control pills. She was taking off birth control pills mistakenly by my mother. She's had seizures and episodes, and it's not good. Like she's jumped out of bed and fight or flight's mobilized. She's had these frantic moments, like she's unconscious but conscious at the same time. So she's trying to pull herself out of a dream mode, and she's done it right here. And she's like, she'll be laying down. She goes all the way up like that to attention. It's a scary, scary thing. What's really scary is this polycystic ovarian syndrome. She loses touch with reality. So, she's on the go.
Yeah.
And then she's 15, 20, 30 feet in front of me. I'm like, oh my goodness, she can't keep up with you. That's why when she goes into shared family living, I'm thinking, you know what? There's going to have to be more than one caretaker. More than, a provider, because she's going to have a provider. And then like a one-on-one aid. That stays with her every single day. Like I said, she's my world. She's my father's world. If you knew my father, you would understand why he adored her to pieces. And of course I do too. I just wish she didn't have to deal with this PCOS every single month around the same exact time, verbatim. No change.
No change.
But as fast as she starts it, she pulls out of it. And she's back to all of her graces and her glory. That's my father's honey bunch angel. And bulletproof. And forever protected by me. I tell her my arms are open for her and they're never closing. And that is very true. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut this video now, put it up to, Twitter does not accept it for some inane reason, so I'm trying to get, it will go to my tube, XSP and also to my, also to Instagram, for those of you who are piques your interest, because it is, yes, honey. Yes, you're going to go. Yes, you're going to go to the doctor on the 27th of December, 11 o'clock Monday. with your doctor. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to get you everything you need for you. Your coronavirus vaccination. We're going to make sure that your vitals are good. Your eye, ears, nose, mouth, throat, the whole 9 yards. I should do it for a checkup myself because it's put a lot on my heart. This has put a lot on our hearts. Even for Alyssa. But because it's been 6 months, it's been a change. And, when you have a rocky change like that, everything's going to change. You could have. That's when your health, your health is drastic change. It's very, very important to stay with that. Your heart change, your blood pressure, and everything. Because it's a major adjustment, and for us, we were thrust into it. But what? I'm all here for it. My social worker does a wonderful job. She has a wonderful relationship with my sister. And I know my father. I say he's the happiest angel in heaven, the brightest halo. I say to my sister, you have a bright halo, you will never lose its shine. Your eyes will never lose its shine, and your smile will never lose its shine either. I thank you very much for watching.
And you want to go for a ride?
Yes. I'm going to go off to the laundromat, and then we're going to treat us to Burger King. McDonald's, Burger King, the whole 9 yards. We do it up. This young lady, she gets the works on behalf of me, on behalf of my father's best wish. Thank you so much for watching. I implore you to be about your mission. And if you know my company right here, XP Games, you want to work for that company. All you have to do is be ambitious. Have a driver, an accelerant, the need to be ambitious, the need to chase your destiny, your grail, because it's out there. 8 billion people are out there doing it, fighting every single day. Some harder than others. But the ultimate objective is to get to, along that path, pave the way. Shake history's hand. Stop the world from turning. Turn all eyes on you. To be hero in the shadows, from the shadows. Have a fantastic day. Be well, be safe. Hug your loved ones not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. And many times over. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Take care.